YouTube! Welcome to another video. Today we're watching True Facts about Sea Cucumbers by Frank. Yippee yippee! Okay, let's go. Snoosy bruh! This is the sea kokusi.
This episode is sponsored by Brilliant.
I guess.
This charming little fellow is an echinoderm in the class Holothuriidea. Holothuriids are often referred to as sea cucumbers because some of them look like cucumbers of the pickling variety.
It does look like a pickle,
it's not
mama
that simple.
pickle.
You can't just name things what they look like. Sea
Banana.
turtle, right? That wouldn't be appropriate. There's rules
That's
to
a
it.
kiwi.
Fat dumpfish, ocean loaf. Those wouldn't fly either.
Bruh! Not the fat dumb fish, come
Human
on.
feces, or zombie pug with a weird baby face on it. It's cucumbers, all right? Have some respect. Anyway,
Yeah, respect
let's back
them.
up a bit and start right before the beginning.
Looks like yeah. But I don't know. I was wondering actually why they're called sea cucumbers, because they're not like they're living cucumbers.
It is spawning season, and male sea cucumbers begin by arching their bodies upwards into what is known as the cobra position. Slowly at first, the males release sperm into the water from a small hole called a gonopore. Jerry, I told you I don't want that shrimp in the shot. See? What did I tell you? It's wearing the ejaculate like it's a housecoat.
What?
It's eating it? Well, that's even worse, Jerry.
Freaky
Look at that one.
Jerry.
Shoveling it right in, isn't he? I mean, I guess from the shrimp's perspective, this is pretty exciting. It's like being on a splash pad where
Freaky
nacho cheese
shrimp.
comes out the holes. What, Jerry? Why not sperm? Why didn't I say a splash pad where sperm comes out the holes?
I mean, it's a lot of protein, right? But he doesn't know what it is.
But
I
Jerry,
feel
that wouldn't be an
like
analogy. That's basically
God.
what's happening. They probably have that in Vegas. Sorry, we're getting distracted. Downstream from the males, the females catch the drift. Literally. You know, Marjorie, there's a little something on your cheek. Let me get it for you. Oop, Marjorie, I think it's time we release our eggs. And that's what they do. They release their eggs, and then there's sperm and eggs floating around together. It's like an orgy for
Oh my
introverts.
God.
No need to interact. Anyway, when a sperm and egg cell meet, they
Female
fuse,
sniffer.
and then they divide and grow, and eventually become a sea cucumber larva. Now,
What's a go-gurd? Actually, I don't want to know.
in Latin, they know how to give a name. In this first stage, they're called auricularia, or little ear. It swims around and eats until it becomes a doliolaria, or little barrel.
Hello,
This is
Mickey.
when it navigates to the seafloor and goes through a
Brogurt? No,
metamorphosis.
not the
On one side of its
brogurt.
body, this little ring thing develops with tubes coming off of it. This will become a water pump system that will power their tentacles and their
What the
feet.
fuck?
After some rearranging, it emerges as a pentacula, or five-tentacled thing. And that's the thing about studying Latin. You'd think it'd be all about toga parties and orgies, but then you find out the only people that use it are the science hippies. I mean, sure, they throw a
Bruh.
good orgy,
Guys, imagine being an animal
but
like
when
this.
it's done, good luck finding your Birkenstocks in that pile.
Instead
Anyway,
of a
most sea
human.
cucumber babies go through this whole process out there in the water
Would you
alone.
want to be?
However, Synaptula hydriformis does it different. It broods its babies inside of its body, and when they're ready, they pop right out of its butt. These
Literally
juveniles
a
are
snake.
tiny, but they have all the
Yeah,
sea
but that's
cucumbery bits they
different.
need to start cucumbering. Their body plan is arranged in a circle like their cousins, the sea stars. Here, take a sea star, put a pin in it, and blow it up like a ball. Now you basically have a sea urchin. Flip that on its side and stretch it out into a tube, and you have the basic
There
body
you
plan of a sea cucumber.
go.
Kind of easy to see in this one, but in other species
do
it
they
can be
even
more
do,
difficult.
though?
I mean, come on,
Except
that looks
for
like a sneeze
releasing
that tried to put
sperm
itself back
or
together.
catching
Now,
it.
around 470 million years ago, sea cucumbers went full mush and lost most of their hard bits. They still technically have an
silly.
internal skeleton, but it's a bit of a stretch if you ask me.
Tiny.
They're little pieces that are
I
sort
don't
of
know.
spread out
It's
through
tiny,
the body.
but I
Looks a
would.
little like
I don't know if I would call it cute, because it's literally just a. It's just like a. I mean, it's literally a cucumber, kinda. Like it's like a living sausage thing. I don't know if I could call it
It's
cute.
soup for sadists. They might not look like much, but they are an attachment
Yeah, like a
points for
worm,
collagen fibers and give
kinda.
structure to the body. What's more is sometimes these little anchor shapes stick out and provide grippage as they move about. Their mouth holes and their tentacles are supported by another hard bit called a calcareous ring. To move, the sea cucumber uses three systems that often work together. First, a series of tubes and canals are powered by water pressure. Second, muscle fibers run up the length of the body. And third, they have a
Oh,
special
I did call a worm cute.
kind of collagen under nervous control that can change between stiff and floppy. Jerry, that's a rock. Oh, that's
Oh.
better. In this
Bruh,
case,
I
you can
literally
see
thought
that
there
fat
was
stiffy
one.
really filling up the palm of that man's hand. But within minutes, it can become completely limp.
Oh.
Imagine that. I mean, you could play with one of those for hours. With all this specialized equipment, sea cucumbers have figured out a number of ways to move about. Deep-sea
do I know
scotoplanes mainly use their
Okay,
water-powered
buddy.
tubed feet, which are equipped with a special adhesive that can attach to the ocean floor and then detach. Not the fastest animal, but
What? Wait. That's the animal. It looks like it's literally just blurred. It's like it's blurred, you know?
it's really f***ing slow, isn't it? However, if you speed things up a bit, it certainly seems like they know where they're going, and they're wondering why everything's moving so friggin' fast. Many species combine the
They're
use
silly.
of their
They're silly.
tube feet with a wave
So sus
compression
it has to censor itself.
and expansion of their bodies. Some
For
species don't
real?
even have tubed feet, but they can crawl around in a way that looks just
Ooh.
like how vomiting feels.
This one
Now,
looks
some of them have
silly.
really gotten the hang of it and can put on a bit of speed. Look at this one. He looks like a happy puppy. Of course, the
Happy.
real show-offs put it all together and figured out how to swim.
Ew, they look
Look at that.
so cool.
Takes right off and then slowly undulates like a trying to suck itself. Many species have
What did he say?
adaptations that help them swim or float in the current. We'll get to those in a moment, right after a brief message about our sponsor. Brilliant is a remarkable way to learn.
brilliant,
They've figured
very
out how to
cool.
teach science and mathematics
Everyone
in a way
use?
that's
What
bite-sized
is
and
it?
interactive, and that takes some of
Here,
the pressure
use
out
this,
of approaching new concepts. It's fun, but
Use brilliant.org/zfrank.
challenging fun. Brilliant has
Trying to
thousands of lessons.
No,
from
give
the
him his
basics
give
all the
him
way
money,
through
give
to the
him money,
advanced stuff.
please.
For example,
good
Intro
guy.
to Algebra is a perfect
If
way
you
to get more
wanna-
comfortable
yeah.
with equations and graphs
Yeah.
and how they work together to show you patterns start to build up an instinct. We do.
Alright,
complex and
alright. Use
coordinated
the code
behaviors.
zfrank.
I don't know
Use the
about
code
you, but I
zfrank
want to
if
learn
you wanna
every single thing in the world.
2 years old link. Does it still work? It still works! It still works, guys! I'm just saying, you can still use it.
And honestly,
Anyway.
in the description, many sea cucumbers
Yeah,
happy
there
to
you
have
go, there you
Brilliant as
go.
a sponsor. Where were we? Oh, right. Many sea cucumbers have special adaptations for swimming or floating. Some have skirts that look like an umbrella doing the breaststroke. There's this one. Apparently that thing in the back is some
Banana.
sort of a sail. Whole thing looks like an amputated clown foot. What do you think's inside those clown
does that-
shoes? Some use their
What do you
oral
need from
tentacles to
what?
sort of pull
Why do you need
themselves
that?
along. Ice cream scoops? Oh crap, you know what that is. Every once in a while, Satan releases a murder chicken. Let me tell you, if that thing gets up to the surface, we're all f***ed. Most species
Bruh.
only swim for a short period of time.
Thank you, Rain. Thank you.
To avoid a predator.
Wait, what did he say?
Most species only swim for. Let me tell you, if that thing gets up to the surface, we're all f***ed.
Oh, okay.
Most species
Bruh.
only swim for a short period of time to avoid a predator or maybe have a change in scenery. However, sea cucumbers in the genus Pelagathoria decided to go full jellyfish. They spend their
Jellyfish.
entire lives floating in the water. They are suspension feeders and use their tentacles to do the aquatic equivalent of licking air. It's not that easy to see with this one, but there are other suspension-feeding sea cucumbers that live on the seafloor. Rebecca, don't be
It's so
shy now. Oh, there you are.
What?
Rebecca is in the genus Neothionidium, and she has fabulous tentacles. Sea cucumber tentacles are actually highly modified tubed feet, and they are powered by water pressure.
Wait. Okay, so this is multiple sea cucumbers, right? I got confused for a little bit. What?
Tentacles are actually highly modified tubed feet.
No? This is one? Like all of this is one sea cucumber. It's its feet?
And they
What?
are powered by water pressure.
Insane.
Here is Rebecca's friend Duke, who is in the genus Pseudocalachyrus and is also a suspension feeder. Look at his little feet holding on.
Oh, this
Those
one looks
shaggy
cool.
little split ends at the tips of the
Sniffer.
tentacles are covered in a mucus-like
Bruh, feet mentions chat goes sniffer. Come on.
substance. Waving them in the water traps algae and tiny invertebrates, along with some other crap, like
how
actual
they
crap.
eat.
You see, there are no toilets in the ocean, except one. The ocean.
lick their
so there's
feet?
that, and then when a fish dies or a whale, there's no place to flush it. So at the bottom of the ocean, there is a gentle rain made of shit and rotting flesh. And that's what sea cucumbers eat. I mean, that's a niche right there. It's a niche you get when you show up late to when they were handing out niches. So what do we have left here? There's live inside volcano and eat all the ocean's shit. But
Oh
credit
my
to them,
God.
the sea cucumbers really took that job and ran with it. The ones that crawl around
So they
basically
eat
just
trash.
eat the floor. It's like if your carpet was covered in Cheetos crumbs and you walked around in your hands and then licked your fingers. I mean, they're like a Roomba.
Cute.
If Roombas took giant shits on your carpet, because that's what happens. If it goes in one side, it's got to come out the other.
It's white.
And listen, if you see through, it's embarrassing having a full.
Ew!
And it turns out they're doing something
Chad, imagine people could see the poop in your body.
pretty important. The science hippies call it nutrient cycling, essentially
sand?
processing the waste and poop.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I guess it makes
Putting it out in a
sense.
form that
But
other
like,
things can
what?
eat. It's not what I'd want to be known for, but it's not nothing. And it's like my mother used to say. You find me a grain of sand that hasn't been through the ass of a sea cucumber. Good luck with that.
It's so weird to see them pooping.
And while we're on this subject, let me tell you, this is no ordinary run-of-the-mill anus. It is a cloaca, sort of an ass plus, a hole for every season.
Hello, bacalao fish. Hello, hello. Whoa.
You know what it's doing right there? It's breathing out its butt, because that back hole also connects to something called a respiratory tree. Here, let's have a look inside. Oh, me, that looks like a plate
Ew.
of a zombie buffet. Well, the respiratory tree
Oh
is right
my
around here. It's
God.
analogous to our lungs. Water is drawn into the respiratory tree, and that's how sea cucumbers get oxygen. Some species also seem to get nutrients through their tree, and sometimes that cloaca can look like it's staring right at you, right into your soul. And let me tell you,
Oh, I thought it's like the butthole.
if they decide to exhale quickly and you're on the business end, you'll feel it. It's how they lift off when they want to swim.
It is.
And what?
Wait, so they poop out of it and also breathe? And also get the nutrients? It breathes through the butthole. Wait, what if it farts?
Watch this. Drop some ballast right out the same hole. Pew! Now, the problem with packing an awesome hole like that is that there's going to be folks snooping around trying to get a look-see. I know you know about the pearlfish. Everyone knows about the pearlfish. Shameless self-promoter. But no one's talking about the crab. I'd much rather have the fish than the crab. It's
Bye-bye,
more like
crab.
contoured fit. I mean, that
For them, fart equals burp.
looks like it did tickle. And then there's an even tinier crab that lives in their respiratory tree. No wonder that some sea cucumbers have evolved anal teeth. Try bringing those to a dentist. Gotta pay extra. But you can't really blame the fish and the crabs and the
forbidden gummy.
nudibranchs. Apparently, the body of a sea cucumber
That one
is a
is so
nice
cute.
place to live. Nope.
Wait, that's a slug.
Okay,
No!
we've seen quite enough of that filthy shrimp. Oh, look, that snail's trying to have a ride on that sea cucumber. What's that? Oh, it's
Snail
trying to eat
mentioned-
it. Oh, that's terrifying. The flesh of
Wait,
sea
what?
cucumber. What's that? Oh, it's trying to eat it. Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh. Wait, the cucumber or the snail?
The flesh of sea cucumbers has toxins in it, which make it unappetizing for many predators. But apparently, the ton snail is not one of them. Even if you taste like crap, it's dangerous down there. You
Say
wanna see
a
how dangerous?
cucumber.
Look at this. These science hippies made clay models of a sea cucumber. Apparently, that's what you do with a PhD. And look at them. Don't have to do much to model a sea cucumber, do you? Anyway, they put these turdlets in the water and look at all those bite marks. It's not safe.
Oh.
They need some good defense. Some of them went straight for the obvious. Shoot streamers out your ass. Sea cucumbers in the family Holotheriidae have these tubules inside their body attached to their breathing apparatus. When they're stressed, they
Oh,
clench
okay, it's
real
not-
hard
it's not-
and
okay,
burst
it's
the
not-
inside
okay.
lining of their butt or cloaca. When they do that, their body fluid sort of rushes out the backside and the tubes go with it. Then
Body
they force
fluid?
water from their butt lungs into the tubes,
Oh, it is
which causes
that.
them to
Oh, okay,
elongate.
never mind.
Now, this has a couple of benefits. Here, I
Wait,
know
what
what you're
is it? What is this? Happy birthday built-in. Happy birthday!
thinking. What's that old hippie
It
doing
does look like it's celebrating
in the
something.
ocean? Well, the joke's on you. That's a sea cucumber in disguise. Aside from the camouflage, these tubules get very
Huge.
sticky on contact.
Wait.
And that's not easy to do. You try making
of
a
them
glue
are
that's
really
sticky
big.
underwater. Anyways, it makes a big f***ing mess and can tangle up a predator. Like this crab that doesn't know what personal boundaries are. And on top of
Yeah,
that,
what
the
the
tubules
fuck?
are toxic. And the
Broke
sea
her
cucumber
tear.
can crawl away from all this because the tubes
No.
detach and they grow back too. And you know that ton snail that was eating the sea cucumber? Well, now it's a ton snail covered in silly string eating a sea cucumber. Take that, you
No! What did they do under the snail?
Cucumbers have another sleeve up their butt. When threatened, sea cucumbers can go through a process called evisceration. That special collagen they have goes soft in certain places on their insides. This allows sea cucumbers to rupture and expel their intestines and other organs, out the back or the front, depending on the species. Aside from being disgusting, it gives the predators something to chew on. And you know what? Sometimes sea cucumbers eviscerate just for the hell of it, to clean out the pipes, because they can grow all that back in a couple months. Must feel good to have fresh insides, like changing your underwear.
What?
And check this out. The digestive tract grows back from each end and meets in the middle.
This is what they mean by, you know, pooping out your insides. Wish humans can do that. Why?
I'm sure they're happy to see each other. Hello, mouthhole. Hello, and that is how the sea cucumber do.
All right.
Helen, I know you're in there. Helen, what are you doing inside of Frederick's anus?
What are you doing?
Did you ask Frederick if he wanted someone in his anus? Well, you should do. Maybe Frederick gets a turn in your anus next. See how you like it. Your little fish eyes would pop right out. You've been eating his gonads, haven't you, Helen?
What is he doing in his
to
anus?
He apologized to Frederick and his anus.
Don't go into the sea cucumber's anus! Okay. Anyway. Alright! Yippee! Thank you so much for watching. If you're over on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And please write a comment which one's your favorite sea cucumber. Alright, bye YouTube! Bye YouTube!